Volkswagen's strategic divestment, analyzing the 2024 transition of 5 European plants with a $1.8 billion asset liquidation plan. Overview. Volkswagen VW, one of the largest automotive manufacturers in the world, is undergoing a significant strategic divestment as part of its 2024 transition plan. This initiative involves the liquidation of assets from 5 European plants with a projected total of approximately $1.8 billion. The move is designed to streamline operations and adapt to the rapidly evolving automotive industry, particularly as it shifts towards electric vehicle EV production and sustainability. Strategic rationale. The decision to divest is fundamentally driven by VW's need to optimize its production capabilities and focus on future growth areas. The automotive sector is undergoing a transformation with increasing emphasis on electrification and sustainability. As consumer demand shifts towards EVs, VW is reshaping its manufacturing footprint to ensure competitiveness in the market. This strategic divestment will enable VW to allocate resources more efficiently and invest in areas that align with its long-term vision. Affected plants. While specific locations have not been disclosed, the divestment will impact 5 European plants. This restructuring effort is expected to have significant ramifications, potentially affecting thousands of employees and the economies of the local communities that depend on these facilities. The decision underscores the broader challenges faced by traditional automakers as they navigate the transition to electric mobility. Financial implications. The $1.8 billion asset liquidation plan represents a substantial financial maneuver for VW. The capital generated from this divestment could be reinvested in various initiatives, including the development of EV technologies, enhancements in production efficiency, and support for new business models that resonate with current sustainability trends. This strategic reallocation of resources is crucial for VW as it aims to establish a robust presence in the EV market. Market context. VW's strategic divestment is consistent with industry-wide shifts where automakers are increasingly focusing on electric and hybrid vehicles. The automotive landscape is evolving, with significant investments being funneled into battery technology, renewable energy, and sustainable practices. As consumers become more environmentally conscious, the demand for sustainable transportation solutions continues to grow, prompting VW and other manufacturers to adapt their strategies accordingly. Timeline of events. 1. 2023, VW begins signaling a strategic realignment towards electric vehicle production, indicating a shift in focus in response to market trends. 2. Early 2024, the company officially announces its divestment plan, detailing the transition of 5 European plants and the projected $1.8 billion liquidation strategy. 3. Mid-2024, the anticipated effects of the divestment on the workforce and local economies begin to surface. VW outlines plans for employee support and community engagement to mitigate the impact of the restructuring. For late 2024, the implementation of the asset liquidation occurs alongside reinvestment into EV technologies and infrastructure, marking a significant shift in VW's operational focus. Employee and community impact. As with any significant restructuring, the divestment will have profound implications for employees and local communities. VW has acknowledged the potential impact on its workforce and is expected to outline support measures, including retraining programs and potential relocation assistance for affected employees. Furthermore, VW's commitment to engaging with local communities is critical in addressing concerns and fostering goodwill during this transition. Conclusion. Volkswagen's strategic divestment signals a pivotal transition within the automotive industry, as it aligns with broader trends toward electrification and sustainability. The planned $1.8 billion asset liquidation and the transition of 5 European plants are essential steps in VW's strategy to modernize operations and secure a competitive edge in the future automotive landscape. As the situation evolves, it will be important to monitor the implications for employees' local economies and the overall market response to VW's strategic initiatives. Future outlook. Looking forward, VW's divestment reflects a broader industry trend as automakers adapt to the challenges and opportunities presented by the electric vehicle revolution. The success of this transition will depend on VW's ability to effectively reinvest the liquidated assets into innovative technologies and sustainable practices. As the automotive landscape continues to evolve, VW's proactive approach may serve as a model for other manufacturers seeking to navigate the complexities of this transformative era. In summary, Volkswagen's decision to divest from 5 European plants marks a critical juncture in its operational strategy, aligning with the global shift towards electric mobility and sustainability. The implications of this strategic move will extend beyond financial metrics, influencing workforce dynamics and community engagement, ultimately shaping the company's future in the evolving automotive market. Volkswagen's strategic divestment in 2024, involving the transition of 5 European plants with a $1.8 billion asset liquidation plan, reveals several counterintuitive aspects regarding the company's operations and the broader automotive market. 1. Divestment versus growth. On the surface, divesting assets typically suggests a retreat from growth or a lack of confidence in certain markets. However, VW's actions indicate a proactive approach to growth by reallocating resources toward electric vehicle EV production. This counterintuitive strategy showcases how divestment can be a forward-thinking maneuver aimed at positioning oneself advantageously in an evolving industry rather than a sign of weakness. 2. Impact on employment. While divestment usually raises concerns about job losses and economic downturns for local communities, VW's plan includes provisions for employee support, suggesting that the company is prioritizing workforce stability despite the significant changes. This approach challenges the common narrative that corporate restructuring solely leads to negative outcomes for employees and local economies. 3. Financial liquidation as investment. The idea of liquidating $1.8 billion in assets might initially appear as a financial setback. However, VW intends to reinvest the proceeds into future technologies and sustainability initiatives. This counterintuitive perspective highlights that liquidating assets can be strategically beneficial if the funds are channeled into more profitable and sustainable ventures. For the market context misinterpretation, the automotive industry's shift toward electrification is often portrayed as an urgent race where companies must scramble to adapt. VW's methodical divestment and reinvestment strategy suggests that the company is not merely reacting to market pressures but is instead strategically positioning itself for long-term success. This contrasts with the common perception that automakers who lag in EV adoption are at risk of obsolescence. 5. Local economic effects. While divestment typically implies negative repercussions for local economies, VW's approach indicates an understanding of the need for community engagement during transitions. By outlining plans to support affected employees and local stakeholders, VW is attempting to mitigate the adverse impacts of its strategic decisions, which counters the expectation that corporate divestment is synonymous with neglect of community welfare. 6. Sustainability as a competitive edge. The widespread assumption is that sustainability measures can be costly and may not yield immediate financial returns. VW's strategic pivot toward electric vehicles and sustainability, backed by a substantial financial plan, challenges this notion by suggesting that investing in sustainable practices can enhance competitiveness and market position in the long run. 7. Asset liquidation is strategic realignment. The conventional wisdom is that asset liquidation is a last resort for struggling companies. VW's planned liquidation, however, is part of a broader strategic realignment, indicating that asset management can be a proactive and strategic decision rather than a desperate measure. 8. Consumer demand dynamics. The automotive market's shift toward EVs is often framed as a consumer-driven phenomenon. While consumer preferences are indeed evolving, VW's decision to restructure emphasizes that companies can shape these preferences through innovation and improved offerings, suggesting a more dynamic relationship between manufacturers and consumers than traditionally thought. Through these counterintuitive insights, VW's strategic divestment illustrates a complex interplay of corporate strategy, market dynamics, and community impact that challenges conventional views about divestment, sustainability, and the future of the automotive industry. Volkswagen's strategic divestment plan, specifically regarding its transition involving 5 European plants and a significant $1.8 billion asset liquidation, is an essential topic within the automotive industry. While many aspects of this plan are widely discussed, there are several important content elements that may be overlooked, yet are significant in understanding the broader implications of this move. 1. Employee impact and workforce transition. One of the most critical yet frequently overlooked aspects of such a strategic divestment is the impact on employees. Volkswagen's decision to liquidate assets from 5 plants will inevitably lead to job losses affecting thousands of workers and their families. While the report mentions employee support and community engagement plans, the details surrounding these initiatives are crucial. Understanding how VW intends to manage workforce transitions, whether through retraining programs, severance packages, or partnerships with local governments to facilitate new job opportunities, is vital. The significance lies in the social responsibility that large corporations hold. Failure to address these issues adequately can lead to public backlash, diminished brand reputation, and a loss of consumer trust. 2. Local economic effects. Local economies often depend heavily on large employers like Volkswagen, and the closure or downsizing of plants can have ripple effects beyond just job losses. The economic health of surrounding communities can deteriorate as local businesses that service the plant, such as suppliers, restaurants, and shops, face reduced patronage. The report mentions that local economies may be affected, but there is little detail on how VW plans to mitigate these impacts. Engaging in community investment or providing transition assistance to affected towns could be pivotal in maintaining goodwill. Ignoring these economic dimensions not only risks the company's reputation but also highlights the interconnectedness of corporate actions and community welfare. 3. Long-term strategy for electrification. While the report addresses VW's shift towards electrification and sustainability, it may overlook the nuances of how this divestment fits into a long-term strategic vision. It's not merely about reallocating resources or reducing costs, it's about positioning VW as a leader in the EV market amidst increasing competition. The significance of this strategic shift lies in VW's ability to innovate and differentiate its products in a rapidly changing market. Insight into how the asset liquidation will directly support R&D in EV technologies, battery production, or autonomous driving systems would provide a clearer picture of VW's future trajectory. Understanding this can also indicate VW's long-term viability and competitive advantage in a sector where consumer preferences are quickly evolving. 4. Regulatory and environmental considerations. The divestment and transition to electric vehicles must also be viewed through the lens of regulatory compliance and environmental responsibility. As governments worldwide impose stricter emissions standards and encourage the adoption of EVs, VW's strategic decisions need to align with these regulations. The significance here is twofold. First, ensuring compliance with environmental regulations can prevent costly fines and legal challenges. Second, proactively engaging with regulatory bodies can enhance VW's public image as a responsible corporate entity. Not considering these aspects may overlook potential hurdles VW could face in executing its strategy. 5. Market positioning and consumer perception. The automotive industry is witnessing a shift in consumer preferences towards sustainability and technology. While VW is taking steps to realign its operations, how this is perceived by consumers is crucial. The brand's history, particularly surrounding past emissions scandals, adds complexity to consumer trust and brand loyalty. The significance of VW's communication strategy during this transition should not be underestimated. How VW presents its divestment, the rationale behind it, and the benefits to consumers can significantly influence public perception. A transparent and engaging communication approach can help rebuild trust and position VW favorably in the eyes of potential customers. 6. Impact on supply chain dynamics. As VW divests from certain manufacturing plants, the implications for its supply chain dynamics are essential but often neglected. The automotive supply chain is intricate and interdependent. Changes at one point can have cascading effects on the entire system. The significance of understanding how VW plans to optimize its supply chain in light of these divestments cannot be overstated. This includes identifying new suppliers, adjusting logistics, and ensuring that the transition does not disrupt production timelines or quality. Analyzing these supply chain strategies can provide insights into VW's operational resilience and adaptability in a competitive market. 7. Technological innovation and investment focus. Finally, while the report mentions the reinvestment of the $1.8 billion into EV technologies, it lacks specific details on which technologies or innovations VW prioritizes. The automotive industry is rapidly evolving with advancements in battery technology, autonomous driving, and connectivity shaping the future landscape. The significance of this focus on technological innovation is paramount. VW's ability to lead in these areas will not only determine its competitive edge but also impact its market share in the long term. An in-depth analysis of VW's investment allocations could reveal its strategic priorities and potential areas of growth. Conclusion: Volkswagen's strategic divestment and transition plan is multifaceted with numerous implications that extend beyond immediate financial considerations. The overlooked elements: employee impact, local economic effects, long-term strategy, regulatory compliance, consumer perception, supply chain dynamics, and technological focus, are all critical to understanding the full scope of VW's actions. These aspects not only provide insight into the challenges and opportunities VW faces but also underscore the broader themes of corporate responsibility, market adaptability, and the importance of strategic foresight in an evolving automotive landscape. As the situation unfolds, monitoring these dimensions will be essential for stakeholders to gauge the success of VW's transition and its implications for the future of the automotive industry. 1. Strategic rationale. Volkswagen's divestment is fundamentally rooted in a strategic rationale that emphasizes the optimization of production capabilities in response to the automotive industry's shift towards electrification. This restructuring is not merely a reaction to market pressures but a proactive strategy to ensure long-term competitiveness. The decision reflects an understanding that the future of the automotive sector lies in electric vehicle EV technology, necessitating a shift in manufacturing practices and investment priorities. The divestment allows VW to focus resources on innovation and the development of EV technologies, which are essential for meeting sustainability goals and consumer demand for greener transportation options. 2. Financial implications. The significant $1.8 billion asset liquidation plan represents a critical financial maneuver for Volkswagen. This capital infusion is crucial for reinvestment into areas like EV technology development, production efficiency enhancements, and the exploration of new business models. It underscores the importance of financial agility in a rapidly changing market landscape. As automakers face increasing competition from both traditional rivals and new entrants in the EV space, the ability to effectively allocate and utilize financial resources will be pivotal in determining market leadership and sustainability. 3. Impact on workforce and local economies. The transition involving the closure or restructuring of 5 European plants poses significant implications for the workforce and local economies. Thousands of employees could be directly affected by this strategic divestment, raising concerns regarding job security and economic stability in regions reliant on these manufacturing facilities. Volkswagen's approach to managing this transition, through employee support programs and community engagement, will be critical in mitigating adverse effects and ensuring a smooth transition for affected workers. This aspect of the divestment is crucial not only for the company's reputation but also for maintaining social responsibility in the communities where it operates. 4. Market context and industry trends. Volkswagen's divestment is emblematic of broader trends in the automotive industry, where manufacturers are increasingly pivoting towards electric and hybrid vehicles. This strategic alignment with market demands highlights the importance of adaptability in a sector defined by rapid technological advancements and changing consumer preferences. The focus on battery technology and renewable energy sources indicates a commitment to not only align with regulatory frameworks but also to meet growing consumer expectations for sustainable transportation solutions. Understanding this market context is vital for analyzing Volkswagen's strategic decisions and the potential ripple effects across the industry as competitors follow suit. Overall, Volkswagen's strategic divestment and the associated asset liquidation plan represent a critical inflection point in the company's operations, reflecting both the challenges and opportunities present in the modern automotive landscape. 1. General Motors bankruptcy and restructuring. 2009. In 2009, General Motors GM underwent a major restructuring process following its bankruptcy filing. The company received a significant bailout from the U.S. government, totaling approximately $50 billion, which facilitated its transition into a leaner organization. GM closed numerous plants, resulting in significant asset liquidation and workforce reductions similar to Volkswagen's strategic divestment. The restructuring allowed GM to focus on more profitable models and invest in new technologies, particularly in fuel-efficient and electric vehicles. 2. Ford Motor Company's Way Forward Plan. 2006. In 2006, Ford announced its Way Forward Plan, which involved closing several manufacturing plants and laying off thousands of workers in response to declining market shares and rising production costs. The plan was a strategic divestment aimed at reducing operational costs and refocusing on core products and emerging markets. Ford aimed to streamline its operations and invest in new technologies, much like Volkswagen's current strategy to pivot towards electric vehicles, demonstrating a similar response to industry challenges. 3. IBM's shift from hardware to software and services. 1990s. In the 1990s, IBM faced declining sales in its hardware business and began a strategic divestment by selling off divisions and focusing on software and services. This restructuring involved liquidating assets, closing manufacturing plants, and shifting resources towards the development of software solutions and IT services. The transition allowed IBM to remain competitive in an evolving tech landscape, paralleling Volkswagen's current efforts to transition towards electric vehicle production and sustainability in response to market demands. Volkswagen's strategic divestment, particularly the liquidation of assets from 5 European plants, is a pivotal maneuver that signals a transformative phase for the automotive giant. As the company prepares for this significant transition in 2024, several future outlooks and predictions emerge regarding the broader implications of this strategy. 1. Increased focus on electric vehicles (EVs). The most immediate impact of VW's divestment strategy is likely to be a heightened emphasis on electric vehicle production. As consumer preferences shift towards sustainability, VW's allocation of resources from the liquidation plan will likely prioritize advancements in EV technology. Investments may be directed toward battery development, electric powertrains, and sustainable manufacturing practices. This shift is expected to position VW as a more competitive player in the rapidly evolving EV market, potentially capturing a larger share of the growing consumer demand for electric vehicles. 2. Job market dynamics. The transition involving 5 European plants is anticipated to have a significant impact on the job market, with thousands of employees potentially affected by plant closures or restructuring. While VW may implement measures to support displaced workers, such as retraining programs and relocation assistance. The immediate aftermath could lead to increased unemployment in the regions surrounding these facilities. However, as the company pivots towards EV production, new job opportunities may arise in areas such as battery manufacturing and software development, ultimately reshaping the labor market landscape in the automotive sector. 3. Regional economic effects. The divestment may also have profound effects on local economies that rely on the operational plants. Communities dependent on VW for employment and economic activity could face challenges including reduced spending and local business downturns. Conversely, if VW successfully reinvests the liquidated assets into new projects or facilities focused on EV production, it could stimulate economic growth in different regions, potentially leading to new job creation and infrastructure development in line with EV technology. 4. Sustainability and corporate responsibility. VW's divestment aligns with a broader industry shift towards sustainability and corporate social responsibility. As the automotive sector faces increasing scrutiny over environmental impacts, VW's strategic moves may enhance its reputation as a leader in the transition to sustainable mobility. By reallocating resources to greener technologies, the company can work towards achieving its environmental goals and respond to consumer preferences for eco-friendly vehicles, thereby improving brand loyalty and market positioning. 5. Competitive landscape adjustments. The automotive landscape is becoming increasingly competitive, especially with the rise of new entrants in the EV market. VW's divestment strategy could alter competitive dynamics, with traditional automakers being pressured to adapt or risk losing market share. As VW refines its focus, competitors may also accelerate their own transitions to EVs, leading to increased innovation and investment in the sector. This competitive pressure could result in faster advancements in technology and market offerings, benefiting consumers in the long run. 6. Long-term financial health. The $1.8 billion asset liquidation plan is a significant financial maneuver that could improve VW's long-term financial health. By streamlining operations and focusing on high-growth areas, the company may enhance its profit margins and overall operational efficiency. The reinvestment of liquidated assets into cutting-edge technologies could create new revenue streams, bolstering VW's market position and financial stability in an increasingly challenging economic environment. 7. Regulatory and policy considerations. As VW transitions towards electrification, regulatory frameworks across Europe and beyond will play a crucial role in shaping the company's future. Governments are increasingly implementing stricter emissions regulations and providing incentives for EV adoption. VW's alignment with these policies could facilitate smoother transitions, whereas any misalignment could result in penalties or restrictions. Thus, the company's ability to navigate regulatory landscapes will significantly influence its strategic outcomes. 8. Global supply chain resilience. In light of recent global supply chain disruptions, VW's divestment strategy may also lead to a re-evaluation of its supply chain resilience. As the company shifts towards EV production, it will be essential to secure reliable sources of critical materials such as lithium and cobalt for battery manufacturing. This could prompt VW to invest in local supply chains or establish partnerships to mitigate risks and ensure a steady supply of materials, further enhancing operational stability. Conclusion. Volkswagen's strategic divestment is set to reshape its future, aligning with global trends towards electrification and sustainability. While the immediate ramifications may present challenges, particularly for affected employees and local economies, the long-term outlook suggests potential growth in EV production, improved financial health, and enhanced corporate responsibility. As VW navigates this transition, its ability to adapt to market dynamics, regulatory environments, and consumer preferences will determine its success in the evolving automotive landscape.